October 2021. I'm preparing for residency interviews. They'll ask, out of the 20 people we're interviewing today for this spot, why should you be the one to get it? If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know. I can list a few things that program directors might think make me special, but the truth is, I don't believe I'm that special. To clarify, it's not that I don't think I deserve the spot. I'm definitely good enough. It's just that everyone else is also good and special enough too. If everyone is special in their own right, is anyone really special? It's 6 o'clock. I decide to take a break from the interview prep. I shut my laptop and stand up slowly. I wander aimlessly around the apartment, half hoping that the answer to those very questions will just come to me, and half hoping that I can just forget about it and move on with my day. I can't decide which one I want more. It's 8 o'clock now. I live with my partner and our cat. It's time for dinner, and the cat is screaming to remind us of that. I pull out a can of the cat food goop and ceremoniously plop it in his bowl. The cat is ecstatic. I sit down to dinner with my partner. I made salad and a nicely cooked piece of salmon. We're trying to be healthy. Tastes quite good. How was your day, I ask, with sincere curiosity. Better now that we're together, she responds with the most genuine smile that makes me smile in return. We continue chatting about our days. At one point, we both pull out our phones, the glowing rectangles illuminating our faces. Sometimes at dinner, we talk about nothing. Sometimes we talk about everything. We clean the dishes and mosey on over to the couch. We're watching Grey's Anatomy. It's the middle of season 8. The cat has wedged himself in between us. I roll my eyes anytime something unrealistic happens in the show. I mean, nobody in real life, nobody shouts, "To the OR!" And then everything is just ready because you shouted. If you haven't done your surgical rotation yet, you'll see what I mean. Everything just moves slower than you'd expect it to. My partner and I generally have the same opinions, like the same characters. Meredith's voice is far too shrill. Avery has the most beautiful blue eyes. And Mark Sloan is a child in the body of an attending plastic surgeon. My partner goes to bed early because the next day is an early morning for her. The cat has decided to take an early evening siesta before another night of badgering us as we try to sleep. And I reluctantly decide to continue the interview prep. I haven't had this much time in months. Residency interviews haven't started yet. And my only job at this point is to think about myself, my past experiences, to reflect upon the past 3 years in medical school, and to convince other people that I'm special. I haven't had time to do this before now, and I'm finding it to be really challenging. I probably should have stuck to writing in a journal every day over the past year or so. I keep telling myself that I'll do it at some point, but I probably won't if we're being honest. They'll say, "Tell us about a time when you advocated for a patient. What happened?" Every patient encounter from third year has turned into a homogenized blur at this point, with maybe a few particularly poignant and meaningful moments passing through. I know I advocated for patients at some points throughout third year, but at this moment, I just can't remember any of the times I actually did. I'm drawing a blank, and it's kind of shocking. I call my mom just to catch up with her, and I tell her I'm struggling with this particular prompt. "What about that time you told me that you thought to call a consult for the chaplain because you had that elderly Catholic patient who was scared and confused in the hospital?" "Oh, right. Thanks, Mom." I type that into a document called interview prep so that I don't forget. It's 11:30 p.m. now. I'm watching the tail end of a football game. I like the late games. It gives me something exciting to focus on as the day comes to an end. The cat has emerged from his little hut, purring and begging for pets. I pick him up and cradle him in my arms. The cat loves this. I love it too. I think he'll be a good dad one day. The game is over. I didn't really care which team won. I just wanted to watch something new. I start getting ready for bed. All in all, I'm pretty content with how things are going. I'm pretty content with how the day went. They'll ask, what will you bring to our program that the other 19 people interviewing with you today won't? I don't know.